Hello. So this is going to be a validation video for the Bob Lee arrest. So when I posted that video earlier, a couple people had commented that there was an arrest. So I went and I looked, and apparently earlier in the day, or yesterday, I think it said a day ago, there had been an arrest in the case. So I wanted to just be fully transparent in this validation video and show you, I'm going to show you the news clip from the arrest, explaining the arrest, and then I'm going to show you what I was basing the reading off of, because in the beginning of the reading, the information I was using was that there was not yet an arrest made, and then I'm going to show you the clip of what I got in the reading about the case. So I just wanted to be fully transparent. Technically, this information was out when I did the reading. I was not aware of it. I was just basing it off of the one article, and the one article is linked, or it is like written out in the bottom of the description as well. Yeah.
The San Francisco Police Department has arrested a suspect in the murder of tech executive Bob Lee.
That's right. You may remember the Cash App founder was stabbed in the city last week. He later died of his injuries at the hospital. The news outlet Mission Local, which first reported an arrest, says the suspect is another tech executive who knew Lee. The suspect was reportedly driving downtown with Lee ahead of a confrontation that led to his death. Jocelyn Moran is a reporter at our CBS San Francisco station, KPIX. She joins us now from, you see there outside the police department. What more do we know about the suspect arrested in this case?
Hey, good morning, Errol and Lana. Yeah, we are getting fast-moving developments here this morning. We can confirm that somebody has been arrested. They've been booked into the San Francisco County Jail on a murder charge. The suspect's name is Momeni Nima here. So as you mentioned, Mission Local.
And then Bob Lee, which was the Cash App founder, was found dead after a stabbing. There have been no reports on possible suspects yet. 2 days later, the Federal Reserve banking system is set to launch its own Cash App called FedNow. Red flag. Okay, so I don't know where this reading is going to go. I have literally no idea what to expect here. Should I start from the last or the first? We're going to start with the first, with Nikolai Mushegian, and this is the most recent one. Bob Lee, who was the Cash App founder, was found dead after a stabbing. There have been no reports on possible suspects yet. 2 days later, the Federal Reserve banking system is set to launch its own Cash App called FedNow. So let's see what led up to the stabbing. Page of Wands, Seven of Pentacles reversed, the World reverse. A difference of opinion between someone who wanted to go one way and someone who wanted to go another way, and their ideas didn't align for the future. King of Cups. The Star. That's interesting because banking system is set to launch its own Cash App called FedNow 2 days later, and this would be bringing, so it's interesting. So when I pulled this, I was going to say something along the lines of like, Bob felt like Cash App was like his baby. It was his project. He was emotionally invested in it. And then I got the King of Cups and the Star. So it's like, we have a difference of opinion of how to run something that's mine. And I'm not going to agree to your terms because this is something that I built myself from the ground up or whatever. And you want to make it into something that it's not, and I'm not going to agree to that. Five of Wands reversed. Hanged Man reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed. Let's come to some kind of agreement, but essentially let's do it my way. Bob says no. Hanged Man in reverse is like, I'm not interested in reshaping my company to look how you think it should look to the public. Two of Pentacles is like, the person who was against him was not taking no for an answer. It's like if you ask someone to do something, but it's not really a question. It's like, you're going to do this, but I'm just phrasing it like a question. 7 of Swords, betrayal. 3 of Swords. So this came out underneath of the King of Cups. So I'm betraying you over this project that's your baby. And then the Star came out with the 3 of Swords. So there's this feeling of Bob had the ability to make the public not trust whoever it was that was against him, that was trying to dismantle his company so that they could build their own. Or so they could build whatever they were trying to build. But 2 of Pentacles reversed is like, there's not enough room for both of us. So one of us has to go, and it has to be you. The Hangman in reverse is, I'm not changing my principles to match what you're trying to do with my company. The Magician in reverse, some kind of manipulation of data. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, he didn't want to manipulate data. Oh, this is a trust thing. Coming to an agreement. For example, allegedly, this would be like wanting to, what do they call it? Like cook the books or something like that. Like make some kind of adjustments or something to misrepresent something to like investors or and then he didn't want to do it because he built the trust with these people. It's like that. It might not be exactly that, but it's some kind of misrepresentation of data for a purpose to mislead or deceive that he was not on board with. But in order for somebody else to do what they wanted to do, he had to either be on board with that or be out of the picture. Hold on. And also the Knight of Pentacles being reversed is like a risky type of investment. So it's like, I don't want to risk having people not trust me after I've purposely built up this trust over a period of time. Yeah, this seems like someone wanted him to mislead or misrepresent some kind of data. He was not on board with it, but like once the question was asked, then it's another situation of like, you kind of know too much because you know my intentions here. Oh, the Devil. Yeah, it's greed. It's like, this is like if you have a company, and even if it's a company that's like Cash App, like it's just for sending and receiving cash. It's not like anything sentimental to like the people who use it, right? But to him, there was this very intricate and purposeful buildup of trust between him and the investors, or him and whoever. And someone wanted him to dismantle that by fudging some kind of data. And he was like, no, I'm not even interested in thinking about that. It's like he could see through their intentions and knew that their intentions were even worse than what they were presenting them to him. 10 of Pentacles and the Chariot. It's interesting because it is someone that he used to work with. Like it's someone that was on his team or like on his side or like worked with him. It's not like a competitor. It's not like someone, I mean, I guess it's a competitor now, but like initially this person wasn't a competitor. They worked alongside one another. Pull 3 of these. Five of clubs. Yeah, this is action and change, effort to be applied, competition. King of Hearts in reverse. Yeah, they wanted to change. They wanted to change what he had built. He had an emotional connection to the integrity of his business, and someone wanted to purposely dismantle that so that they could back. It's almost like, what does that show? Something, it's like the making of a scandal or something like that. Like, that's, someone was trying to do that to him. Someone was trying to make a scandal so they could have his downfall, but he caught on to what was happening and didn't go into the trap, so they had to get rid of him. 6 of Hearts, a man or a trust. And 10 of Clubs reverse, business, career, ambition, but it was in reverse. Yeah. He wanted to keep the integrity of the company. He used foresight and intuition to see this person's trying to set me up, so I'm not going to fall into their trap. And then once he didn't fall into their trap, they had to do something else because he still wasn't going along with what they wanted him to do. And that was a problem. Okay.